All right, let's talk about something we all love, chocolate. But we're going to peel back that shiny wrapper and look at what's really inside. Not the candy, but its powerful source, cocoa. You're about to find out there are some incredible science-backed health benefits hiding in there.
So, when you think of chocolate, what comes to mind? A romantic gift, right? Or maybe a bit of a guilty pleasure. But what if I told you that the main ingredient, the real stuff, could be a serious tool for your health? I'm talking about boosting your brain power, improving your circulation, even helping you hit your fitness goals. Yeah, seriously, stick around, because that's exactly what we're diving into.
Okay, so to really get this, we've got to look past the candy aisle. The real magic isn't in the chocolate bar itself. Nope, it's all about the raw ingredient. We're going straight to the source.
So let's just forget about the milk, the sugar, all the extra stuff for a minute. What we're focusing on is just this potent, dark powder that comes from the cocoa plant. This is where all the good stuff is hiding.
So, what even is this powder? And where does its power come from? You know what? Let's get into the science of it. It's actually pretty cool.
When you break it down, cocoa powder is super simple. It's really just the seed from a plant that's been dried and ground up. That's it. It's totally natural and people have been using it for centuries. So the big question is, how can something so simple do so much for us?
Well, the answer is in these tiny little compounds called flavonoids. Now, if you take one thing away from this, remember that name, flavonoids. These things are basically powerful antioxidants, and they're the real heroes of this story. Pretty much everything we're about to talk about, it's all thanks to them.
And according to the work of Dr. Imran Khan, these flavonoids give us 4 huge health benefits. So let's break them down one by one.
Okay, number 1, and this is a biggie. It's all about your brain.
Have you ever thought about brain aging? It's kind of like getting wrinkles, but on the inside. Over time, our brain cells get damaged, right? And that can lead to, memory issues, less focus. Well, this is where those flavonoids come in. They act like little bodyguards, powerful antioxidants that protect your brain cells from damage. And some studies even suggest that if you have cocoa regularly, it can help slow that whole process down, keeping your mind sharper for way longer.
All right, on to number 2. This one is all about flow. And to really get how cocoa helps here, we need to understand a really important process that's happening inside your body, like right now.
Okay, the word is vasodilation. I know, it sounds super scientific and complicated, but it's not. All it means is that your blood vessels get wider. Just think about a garden hose. If you switch to a bigger, wider hose, more water flows through, right? It's the same idea. And that is so important for your whole body.
And guess what? This is exactly where cocoa shines. It has a natural vasodilating effect, so it helps open up those blood vessels, which means better circulation everywhere. This is amazing for your heart because it doesn't have to work as hard. And, as the source material highlights, this exact same process is super important for men's sexual health, since good blood flow is absolutely essential for erections.
Okay, let's move on to benefit number 3. This time we're shifting from our blood vessels to our brain chemistry.
You know that feeling when you're just in a good mood? Well, cocoa can actually help with that. It gives you a natural lift by boosting what people call our happy hormones, things like serotonin and dopamine. And that better mood can have some really interesting ripple effects. For men, being in a better headspace can help with things like sexual stamina. Plus, if you're someone who goes to the gym, cocoa can also give some natural support for healthy testosterone levels, which, as you know, is key for building muscle.
And that brings us to the 4th and final big benefit.
Last but not least, cocoa can actually help out your metabolism. It has compounds that basically help your body get better at processing fat. So if you're trying to get a bit leaner, adding some cocoa to a healthy diet and workout routine could be a real game changer.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about the why. The science is cool, right? But now for the how. How do you actually get these benefits? Let's get super practical. I'm going to walk you through a really simple, power-packed recipe you can make right in your own kitchen.
You only need 3 simple things. First, some good quality dates. Then, some organic honey. And, of course, the star of the show, cocoa powder. Now here's a pro tip. Try to find alkalized cocoa powder. Sometimes it's called Dutch processed. It just has a smoother flavor, and it's easier on your stomach, so you can avoid any acidity issues.
And making these is seriously so easy. First up, you're just going to mix the cocoa powder and honey together until you get this thick, rich paste. Then take your dates, slice them open, and take out the pit. Now for the fun part. You just stuff that amazing cocoa paste right inside the dates. And finally, just toss them in the fridge for a bit so the filling can firm up. And that's it. You're done.
So, how many should you eat? The recommendation is about 4 or 5 of these a day. And hey, if you work out, try having one about an hour before you hit the gym for a nice little boost. Dr. Khan says that if you're consistent, you could start feeling the benefits in just 15 to 20 days. Pretty cool, huh?
Okay, before we wrap this up, I need to make one thing crystal clear. This is really, really important. It's all about being smart and responsible when it comes to your health.
And I'm going to read a direct quote from the source because it's that important. It says, "This is for people who want to keep their health good, stay strong, and stay fit. It is not a replacement for medicine or a doctor's advice for serious illness." Let me say that again. This is a wellness tool. It's not a cure. It should never replace professional medical advice, especially if you have a serious condition.
And this chart here really lays it all out perfectly. Look, if you're already in good health and you're just looking for a natural boost to your lifestyle, then this is awesome for you. But, and this is a big but, if you're dealing with a serious condition like heart, liver, or kidney problems, or you're on any kind of prescription meds, or things just aren't getting better, the answer isn't a home remedy. The answer is to see a doctor. Please, don't try to self-treat anything serious.
When you get right down to it, this is just an amazing reminder that sometimes the simplest, most natural things can have a huge impact on our health. And it really just leaves you with one question to think about, right? What's one simple, natural change you could make for your health starting today? Thanks for listening.